Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to make a video this morning because I was watching a YouTube video and I was watching Jodi's Too Cute for Cancer channel. And about 13 years ago, when she looked a lot different from the way she looks tonight, she made a video about what does cancer mean to you, and she was talking about what cancer meant to her. And so I thought about it, and I thought, well, that's a good video to make, what does cancer mean to you? So I thought I wanted to make a video, what does cancer mean to you? So I can make this video now about what cancer means to me, and then maybe a year, 2 years down the road, I might have a completely different opinion. But what I have to say about what cancer means to me is, so far, it hasn't impacted my life that much because I had a lot of health problems anyway. Basically, I had a lot of people just to really abuse me, really, who would tell me that I was mentally ill. And I think that was abuse. I think that, like, when a man tells a woman she's mentally ill, I think that's abuse. And that is a lot of times, a long time ago, they would just have women committed, and they can't do that anymore, but they still tell the woman that she's mentally ill. So I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm mentally ill, and that is abuse. And the UK government says I'm mentally ill, and that is abuse. But I'm so traumatized by the things that have been done to me with no support, that I do need assistance from the government because I've been abused and not given any support and left traumatized. So I have that issue. I'm also diabetic, got polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I've got lots of health problems anyway. And then you can get cancer from having a high body weight. So I've got polycystic ovarian syndrome, which gives you a high body weight. And then basically I'm diabetic, which is linked to polycystic ovarian syndrome because I started out with polycystic ovarian syndrome and then it progressed to diabetes, and now I'm diabetic. So, and then diabetes gives you cancer because you get high blood sugar. So high blood sugar gives you cancer. So, I already had a lot of health problems before I was diagnosed with cancer. And so far, cancer hasn't had a really big impact on my life. I did have to have the first lumpectomy. And the first lumpectomy, they got all of the tumor, but they didn't get enough of the margins. So they decided to give me a second lumpectomy. So I've had 2 lumpectomies. And in the second lumpectomy, they said that they didn't find any signs of cancer in the second lumpectomy. So then they gave me aromatase inhibitors, anastrozole, because it makes sure that your body doesn't have any estrogen in it. And when you haven't got any estrogen in your body, that causes your blood sugar to go up. So now my blood sugars have gone up, and I have that worry. Before I was on anastrozole, I was able to manage my diabetes with the medications. But now that I'm on the anastrozole, my blood sugar has gone up. I can't do anything about that except try to lose weight. It's just a never-ending story. And then after they gave me the anastrozole, I had radiation therapy. And I have had some problems associated with the radiation therapies. And they told me that the radiation therapy has caused my skin and my breast to thicken. So they said that my left breast is never going to be the same as my right breast because of the radiation treatment that I had. But so I had to take a week off to get the first lumpectomy, and I wasn't entitled to any sick leave. And since I wasn't entitled to any sick leave, I had to use my holiday. And so because I wasn't entitled to any sick leave, I decided, well, if they're not paying me to be sick, then I'm not telling them. And then on the second lumpectomy, again, I had to use my leave because I wasn't entitled to any holiday. And so I never declared to my employer what my health problem was. Obviously, they knew that I had a health problem, but they didn't know what it was. They knew that I had 2 operations. And the reason for that is because people who I work with saw me being rolled down to the theater, and they told the other people I work with, which I'm not entirely happy about that. So I feel that my privacy was violated because I have a right to privacy. But I didn't, because the people I work with saw me in the hospital, saw me in the operating theater, saw me in recovery. They went and told people in the office where I work. And so, yeah, my right to privacy was violated. But I never openly told them that I had cancer because I thought, well, if they're not paying me any sick pay, truthfully, it's not any of their business. And so all of the medical appointments and things that I have gone on, I've either taken holiday or I've gone on my own time, or I would go to the medical appointment and then work another day to make up the time that I was in the medical appointment. So I didn't really lose any time, except when I was getting radiotherapy. The radiotherapy would run over and I would be late for work because the radiotherapy had gone over. But I only had to have 8 sessions of radiotherapy. And so it didn't go on for a really long time. If I'd had to have chemotherapy, then yeah, I would have had to declare to them that I had cancer, and then I could have lost my job. They say that once you declare that you have cancer, they can't fire you, but believe me, I know if a company wants to get rid of you, they'll get rid of you. They'll find a reason. And so, yeah, so all of my medical treatments, I either took leave or went on my own time, or if it was during the day, took off that day and then went and worked another day, because there were some appointments that I had to go on in another town and I had to take a bus. And so all of the appointment itself didn't take a long time. Actually getting to the appointment took a long time. So yeah, so cancer hasn't had a big impact on my life. I just had my first mammogram since being treated for breast cancer, and it came back normal. And then so we just have to wait and see what happens. I just have to keep taking my anastrozole or another aromatase inhibitor and try to keep my weight down. I do my best and just bide my time. But some people, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and maybe they'll have breast cancer and then they won't have anything for years, and then suddenly it'll come back. So you never know, because cancer is an autoimmune disease. So you never know. I mean, it could come back, and you never know. I'll always have this cancer with me. I'll always have to worry, and I still worry. I worry every time any little thing happens. I just think, oh, is it cancer? Has the cancer come back? Has the cancer metastasized? Like I've got like a sore on my eye, you know, and you think, oh, well, has the cancer metastasized? And my neck hurts, and has the cancer metastasized? So I'll always have it with me. I'll always have cancer with me. And every time any little thing happens, I'll worry, has the cancer come back? But so far, it's not had a really big impact on my life. And I watch videos, and cancer has had a really big impact on a lot of people's lives. And I talk to people who've had breast cancer, and they've had to have mastectomies, and I was lucky that I didn't have to have mastectomy. I talked to one lady that her daughter died of breast cancer. So cancer has a really big impact on a lot of people's lives. But so far, it's not had a major impact on my life. Now, if it comes back, that's a different matter, and I'll probably have to make another video. So that's this video. I just wanted to let you know the impact the cancer had on my life. And my next appointment is on May 13th. I don't know what other videos I'm going to be making until then. But if something comes up that is relevant to my life or my health, I'll certainly make another video. And I'll make another video when I have my dental appointment, because I'm certainly not looking forward to that. So thank you so much for watching my channel. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe. And I will be communicating with you soon.